Righty-ho, so once again then, we've got yet another nutty game. So today you're going to be getting a double dosage of nut. So, um, this is a game that I had in the improved Puerto Rico. So, uh, there are several points in this game where I thought that, no, I'm going to die, okay, fair enough. I did decent damage, but okay. Um, but no, we come out on top here. Matchmaking is decent, mostly tier 9 with a few tier 7s, I believe. Yeah, a few tier 7s, mostly tier 9 though.
Action stations.
But yeah, this game, Jesus. So this was actually initially done. So this game was really only played for farming Commander XP. Um, so you have my recent purchase of a Smolensk to thank for this game, because I needed Commander XP to respec the captain, because it seems Donskoy captains don't really work all that well on Smolensk. Um, so yeah, so I had to respec that, and that's where this game came from, basically. Uh, but I do hope you enjoy it. As per the previous video as well, I do hope that you've all had, a nice Christmas. And at least at the time that this goes up, anyways, I do hope that you also have a very happy, New Year, and you
Intelligence data.
succeed in all of the things that you want to do.
I need intelligence
Um,
data.
because this is going up on the 31st of December, so tomorrow, by the time most of you see this, it'll be the new year. So, but for those of you that do catch it early, I do wish you a happy new year, and I do hope you have a nice night or morning or whatever it happens to be there. And for the rest of you that catch it after then, I hope that you succeed in everything you set out to do during that year. As another little aside, for those of you that do, um, say for example, Cards Against Humanity, we will be doing a stream at some point, incorporating you lovely lot, the viewers. If you would like to join in on that, if you're not already, get into the Discord, let us know. And once we've gathered up enough people and we've gotten everything all ready to go and lovely, then we will get on with that. But is it we're aiming for upwards of 5 people, so we'll see. But the more the merrier, of course. So
Torpedoes to starboard.
here's hoping, but see how we get on. With that said, though, we've come across a Geriza, or however that's pronounced. Oh, look at that dispersion. And that right there is what we would refer to as a paddling, as Jingles would put it, or Jongles. We're actually running the Jingles captain as well, just for good measure. So we put out another salvo. That's not going to do very much. We bound some Alsace shells. I mean, they're only, they're 380, are they? 380 mil? Something like that. So, it's nothing startling, but it's nice that we can bounce them at least. And now the secondaries open up, and this is going to be a problem for us eventually. Yeah, we just missed the Neptune. We've been wanting to shoot at the Neptune for a while now, but we just, we missed our chance.
Fire.
So at this point, we decide we're going to reverse, because... at this point, I also thought the Neptune was shooting at me from behind the island, but no. So, we put a salvo into the Alsace, and we're going to just reverse around this island. Where we can't manage with this much firepower being concentrated on us. So we do the smart thing and disengage. That basically all of the half of the enemy team is sitting here around this corner. I am one ship. I can't deal with that. So we get back. Unfortunately, I do believe our Miyoko is going to die. This Iowa proves instrumental as well, and he almost dies on one occasion. So, yeah. But so we've done 31k damage already. We're okay. But at this point, the enemy team are beginning to get a bit overconfident, I want to say. So we do a nice 13k salvo to the Freddy. I'm not going to complain. That's quite a chunk, considering that's a battleship and all. But we fire off another one, and this time we don't get detected. Well, not immediately, anyways. Another 8k salvo. If you give side to an Alaska in a battleship, the Alaska is pretty much just going to dismantle you piece by piece. Near enough. So we switch over to HE now. Now, the HE on the Alaska is honestly kind of weak. So it doesn't do a right lot of damage, and the fire chance isn't amazing. But at this kind of angle, the AP isn't going to do very much. And I believed at this point that his superstructure was pretty much saturated. So we wouldn't have done a right lot there anyways. So we fired off a salvo there. We got a few pens, nothing spectacular. Now, we use our radar here, because I thought that the rune or something along those lines would have been around here, but no. We do catch the rune, though, there. Freddy dies. He gets gunned down by the Iowa. However, there is still another Freddy. There are two Freddys, in fact, still alive. So, yeah, that'll be a fun one. But we will see what happens there. Okay, so with that said though, we decide to finish off the Juriza because it's not like he's a threat, but a free kill is a free kill. And now the Alsace, we're in Alsace secondary range, and that's not fun. So we are going to be taking Billy big steps in the other direction. Alsace fires at us. He does a bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. So we're up to 62k damage, and for the time being, things are going to be a bit slow here. Like, there's not really a lot happening at this point. We're going to push around this side of the island again and see if we can't do anything there. But at this point, our Miyoko is looking very. He's not doing very well, or she's not doing very well. Whichever, or none of the above. That's fine as well. Now, we come round this corner. Unfortunately, the rune is going to start turning. And when the rune does start turning, this means our AP isn't going to do as much as it would have done if he'd stayed broadside. And we're about to get spotted. Fortunately for us, the Freddy is behind the island now. So he can't shoot at us. And so what I'm hoping for is that now that I'm spotted, this rune is going to turn. Well, he's not behind the island now. He's behind the island now. Yeah, so the rune starts turning so that he can get his guns on us. And we take advantage of this. So we put out a salvo. And 2 citadels. Juicy. It's just, yes. Organic rune citadels are my favourite citadels. They're delicious. So we decide to start turning, and this is why. This Freddy, he's got our side. We don't like this, so we decide to turn. Fortunately, only 4k damage. We can heal that back. That's not a problem. The big problem we're having, though, is that by turning to angle against the Freddy, we're giving the Alsace broadside, and I don't know if he has range for that, though. But it's because I don't have an Alsace myself yet. I'm not sure exactly what range guns they have. So, as a result, I thought it best to err on the side of caution here. Now, this is a Freddy, so he doesn't have the most accurate guns. They're more accurate than they used to be, mind you, but they're still not the most accurate, there and all that. So, We still want to be somewhat careful, but we can afford to take a few risks here, especially since the Freddy, for the most part, hasn't even been looking at us. Like, it's only been every now and again that he's really even bothered looking this way. So we land an okay salvo. That's about right for the HE. The HE on this really is not bad, but it's not good either. So we start angling against the Fred, but it takes me a moment to realise that this is a bad idea, because then by angling against the Freddy, we're giving broadside to the Alsace. Now, we got lucky there. The Alsace probably wouldn't have been able to one-shot us, but that could have hurt a lot more than it did. So we certainly got lucky there. Now, we chunk the Alsace down pretty well. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to say no to that. The blessing that fucking Alsace and, like, French battleship armor plating is. So we take a few shots. Now, I'm not expecting this to do anything, but we get it. We got it. Perfect. So now all that's left on this flank is the Freddy. We bump into the Juriza, unfortunately. But, you know, there's not really a great deal we could have done about that. So now it's just the Freddy versus an Iowa. The, battle of the tier 9 heavyweights. So we've gone back to the HE because he is giving us decent angle. He shoots at us. We angle. We shouldn't take much damage for this, I think. Yeah, no, he doesn't even hit. So now we can turn back a bit. Now, we're going to commit to the turn here while he's on reload. So we're not going to run. We're going to commit to the turn, and we're going to turn in and help this Iowa proper. Because it looks like the Freddy is getting into brawling range, and this is something Iowa can deal with that, but Iowa is a much worse brawler than Freddy. Even though that's usually what I used to use Iowa for, was brawling. It was fun and all. But he's going in, and I believe he repaired the fire there. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if that was just it running out or not. It may well have just been it running out. However, we also have to be somewhat careful ourselves because we are out of heals. So all of this health that we've got now, this 28k health we have now, that's all we've got. So I have to hold my fire here for a moment because the eye was there. So put a shell out, we set him on fire. Now comes the fun part. So on the Germans, you should always aim for that upper belt, not the waterline belt. So, taking this into account, we take a shot. And there you go, 22k, because every single shell that we fired penned. And that's what happens when you aim at that upper belt, not the waterline. So with the German, you can aim at the waterline, and you're not going to get citadels, but you'll just get decent pens. But you get much more damage if you aim at that upper belt. So basically where the deck joins onto the side, if that makes sense. Aim for there. That's usually where you get the really juicy pens. But that's kind of how that goes. Okay, so now we've got a bit of downtime. We're chasing a DD that's at the other end of the map, so yeah. Now, essentially then, what you can do is really anything you want, but I will kind of just make a few things here. If you do like the content, if you're new here and you like the content, do feel free to subscribe. It's free. We also have a Discord server, which will be down in the description. if you want to see more stuff like this, but like on a more, I mean, I know I don't upload very frequently, but if you want to see this on like a more frequent basis, you'd usually find me on Twitch. I stream fairly frequently on Twitch, and you know, if you like the content, drop us a follow on there, and I will. Thank you for that, of course. Now, this gene part is gonna get fucking melted. Jesus Christ! But I mean, it's a kitter. That's what they do. But while that's happening, if you have any suggestions for any ships you want to see done as well, drop it in the comments. I will pull out like, you know, I'll play a few games and I'll pick out the best one, or just one that's I think might be noteworthy, and yeah, I will fire that over, and I will, you know, I'll get a game played, and I'll, you know, we'll do a video on that. Now, as mentioned though, you'll usually find me on Twitch. If you want to get to know the, you know, this mighty pudding, I've been called that before, so I'll run with it. If you'd like to perhaps get to know the pudding that's pumping out these videos, I'm pretty active in the Discord server. As you know, as long as I'm online, I'm perfectly happy to have a talk or whatever. I mean, hell, even jump into a voice chat if you'd like, you know, whichever. I'm not fussed. I'm not one of these, you know, the standard type content creators sit up at the top and, you know, that's it kind of thing. You know, I'll certainly come down and speak to everyone. But with that said, if you'd like any of that, you know where to find me now. Discord, which is in the description. If I'm online, I'm there to talk. If you guys even want to join in with a few games on stream or something, you know, by all means, I'm certainly up for that. You know, you just have to essentially just let me know, and jobs are good. So like, yeah, there's all that. Yeah, all set. What was I was going to say something? I've forgotten what I was going to say. Ah, yeah, there we go. So this game,
Torpedoes to port.
nothing much came of it really. Like, nothing much happens after this point, really. At this point, it's pretty much just we hunt down and we kill that final DD. There's nothing much to it. Like, we get a little bit of chip damage in here and there, but nothing startling. But yeah, so if any of you, you know, if any of you would like to pop by in the Discord, have a chat, whatever, I'd be more than happy to. Equally, if any of you are interested in like something like Cards Against Humanity, for example, we will be doing a stream at some point with you lot, with, you know, the viewers, for Cards Against Humanity, at some point. Once we've got enough people handy, we'll be just jumping straight for it. So if that does take your fancy, you're more than welcome to jump in, and yeah, once again, that's all in the Discord. We can get that all arranged in there. But yeah, so if that is something that that sounds like something you'd like, you know, we can go for that. With that said, there will be a link for that down below, and yeah. But I do also hope you've enjoyed this video. Uh, I know I enjoyed. Well, I know I enjoyed the game as well. Making the videos is. I'm not gonna say it's not fun. There is certainly an element of fun to it, but it's just kind of watching the game again and talking over it. But yeah, I can't say I particularly like the sound of my own voice, so I'd rather not have to listen to it for that much longer. But it's one of those things. If you guys enjoy it, then I'm perfectly happy to endure that. Although I feel sorry for you guys having to listen to it. So yeah, but with that said, game's over. End battle, post-battle results screen. So we got a dreadnought for the damage we took. 700k credits, 14k XP, only like 1.5 free. But with that said, I think there was like a 200% thing running for like New Year's or so, or whatever. It's 200% anyways for XP. 148,000 damage, 92 shell hits, 3 ships sunk, 4 citadels, 2 fires, 2 incapacitations, few secondary hits, nothing special, and onto the base XP, 3 kills, 1700 base. Their Kisser did really well though, looking at it. He got more base XP than I did. Despite being on the losing team, like, he must have done really. I mean, I guess he did also, like, burn down an entire Gene Bart to himself, near enough, but still, he did good. Unfortunately, his team did not do good, so we won. But yeah, so that was the game. I do hope you've enjoyed it. As mentioned, if you like the content, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Same on Twitch. You can follow on there if you'd like. That's also free. If you'd like to subscribe on Twitch, that would help me out greatly. But, I'm not expecting anything like that by any means because, well, that costs money. And people don't like letting go of money. And I know this full well because I don't like letting go of my money either. But then I don't get much of it, so I guess that makes sense. But as mentioned, that's not, expected or anything. If you like the content and you want to see it on Twitch, just drop us a follow. Jobs are good. As mentioned, there's the Discord. If you want to, get to know the cast and the regulars, there's the Discord. We've got all sorts. We've got fucking memes, voice chats. We have some more interesting channels as well, but those require some kind of verification, so, you wouldn't see those without that. And there are always channels being added as well, so if you get in and you think, oh, it'd be nice to see this channel, well, just let me know. I'll have a look at popping it in if it's something that sounds good. But yeah, so if you would like to come and join the rest of the Seamen within the Discord server, there'll be a link down below. If you would like to see more content than just what ends up on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. Follow me on there. That's free for everyone and all. And yeah, I will see you all again next time, in whichever platform that may be. So I will see you all then. As I mentioned earlier, for those of you catching this on the night that it was uploaded, I do hope that you have yourself a nice night, and be careful. Don't go doing anything stupid. The amount of stupid shit people do on fucking New Year's Eve, it beggars belief, but, like, just be careful. Don't go doing anything you'll regret. But have yourself a nice night, or morning, or evening, or whatever it happens to be there. Don't go too crazy. I do wish you the best of luck with everything that you set out for during this next year. And I hope you're successful in everything that you set out for during this next year. I hope you've all had a very nice Christmas as well. spent it with the family or the other half, or, yourself, or whatever. As long as you've enjoyed it, that's the important bit. But with that said then, I will be departing now, and I will see you all again next time, be that here on YouTube, in Discord, on Twitch, wherever. I'll see you all again next time, and I do hope that you all have yourselves a nice day and morning, evening, whatever it happens to be there. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Alright, that's enough of my rambling. I'll see you all in a bit. Take care, everyone.